Good morning, guys. Just another short video. Um, Again, I want to thank you guys for the overwhelming response. Thank you so much. It's very encouraging, and it's just nice to know that there's other people out there that have gone through what I've gone through and are going through what I'm going through. So hopefully this is a sense of encouragement for all of us. Anyway, I kind of wanted to share a little bit of history with you guys of how I got into the Jehovah's Witness faith. I was actually born into it. My mom and dad were Catholics, and they got that infamous knock on the door in the late 50s, and this amazing sister who was very genuine and very devout and very sincere about the religion. And my mom and dad were questioning their Catholic faith because of the whole of not bowing down to images and not calling any man your father except your father in heaven, and of course your earthly father, common sense. And when they went to the priest to discuss that, the priest basically told them that they shouldn't concern themselves about what the scriptures say. The Catholic religion basically teaches doctrine, and they need not question the scriptures and just go to the priest for their answers. And I don't know if this is across the board for all Catholics, but this is what this particular priest said to my mom. And that was one of the main reasons why they both decided to get out of the Catholic religion and jump into the Jehovah's Witness faith. So I was sort of born into it. And our household let me just put it this way, it was very dysfunctional. And I know from speaking to other people when I was a teenager and much younger about how they grew up and what their families were like. And it was very similar, very similar. It was like a big difference between home life and life at the Kingdom Hall. And for our particular family, you know, I know my parents tried really hard and I love them both very much, but it is what it is. You know, all the way to the meeting, you know, it's cussing and screaming and fussing and all the way to the hall. But when we get to the hall, it's hello, brother and sister. Everything was fine and perfect. And the kids sat down all in line like we were supposed to when we commented at the meeting and all of that. But it was very dysfunctional. And, you know, sometimes I know for a fact that was part of the reasons why I kind of doubted too. In addition to all the other things that was happening. But I just wanted to share kind of how I got into it. And I just hung in there until I was about 17, 18 years old. And once I left my parents' home, moved in with an aunt in a neighboring city, because I was ready to grow up and get out of my parents' house. I wanted my own freedom. And that's when I started kind of doing my own thing. Never really, and I have to say that being one of Jehovah's Witnesses had some positive effect on me too, because even after I left home for years, I never went out, never dated worldly men or anything like that. I still tried to keep the commandments, which are the basic things, you know, and I felt sort of a fear if I did that, you know, Jehovah was going to get me. So in that sense, the religion kind of saved me a lot of perhaps sexually transmitted diseases, unwanted pregnancies, anything like that. So I was kind of protected in that sense. And as I got older, I found someone that I was interested in and, you know, really struggled with it because he was worldly. He was worldly. And but I still decided to date him anyway. He was really kind to me. And another thing I want to mention to you, I can't say that it was 100% being in the Jehovah's Witness faith, but I was very I was fat. Up to about 6 years ago, I weighed close to 400 pounds. And I have lost probably about 225 pounds, something like that. I've kind of lost count, but you know, I feel so much better that I've lost all this weight. And that was another reason why, of course, you know, the guys weren't really interested in me because, you know, I was big, you know, but this particular person paid a lot of attention to me and he was kind to me. And but it didn't pan out because our even though I was no longer considered myself one of Jehovah's Witnesses, I still hung on to some of the doctrines and some of the teachings that I had. It was hard for me to shake it. And this particular person was a totally different faith than I was, and so in that sense, being unequally yoked really caused a problem for us. Anyway, just wanted to share that little piece with you. I'm sure you guys have had, similar experiences like that as well. But I don't know. I'm at a point in my life, like this video, my first video that I did, and a lot of people, keep commenting that, I was shooken up and, oh, you're so sad and, all of that. And I'm not that way anymore. This experience happened to me 2 years ago. But this was the first time I've publicly let people know what happened to me. I've told a handful of friends but I've never did this publicly. So it was an emotional thing for me because I kind of relived it all over again. And it is a very emotional thing. And it's something that's true that happened to me. It's not fake. It's not my imagination. It's something that really happened to me. And again, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm going to be continuing to make more videos about my experiences, things that I've learned. Yeah. So anyway, guys, I'll keep posting them and just keep listening to them. Anyway, till next time, guys. Thank you for listening.